Fremont Street 2021, the Las Vegas New Year's Eve experience, has got people in Las Vegas a little bit concerned, at least people that I've talked to. If you're a Vegas local and it doesn't bother you one bit that 14,000 people are going to be crammed into Fremont Street and going to be having a good time and their inhibitions will be down because they'll be drinking and everybody's going to be within a few inches from each other and hardly anybody's going to be wearing a mask while they're drinking, I totally understand. Yeah, you're one of the ones that doesn't have anxiety over stuff. I happen to. In this video, I'm going to tell you about why Fremont Street was originally rejected with their proposals, why they're able to get away with what they're doing. We'll ask the question of whether or not it's a good idea, and then I'll open up to you as to what I've been going through for the past few days as a content creator focused on Las Vegas, and how this has completely eaten me up inside to a point where I have to make a decision on what I'm going to do on New Year's Eve, and I think I've met that decision. So if you're a longtime viewer, you're interested, you stay through to the end of the video. How's it going, everybody? My name is Steven, and I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. I hope you guys would like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications. I almost did this without flubbing it. And if you guys want to leave me a comment below and let me know, were you going to come out here? Did you cancel your plans? Do you think it's a terrible idea? The best idea in the world to do Fremont Street? I've had people say some real ignorant stuff and some real supportive stuff to me. And let's just get this out of the way, okay? I don't feel that as a YouTube blogger, it would be very responsible for me to go downtown on Fremont Street New Year's Eve, especially now when we know that there's a much more rapidly transmissible version of COVID that's going around. 70% faster transmission, went from the UK and the Netherlands where it was, or was it Denmark and South Africa, to boom, now all of a sudden it's in Colorado, I think it's in California, it's in Ontario, Canada, and I'm sure by now it lives somewhere in Nevada. So I don't think it's responsible for me personally. I'm sure there'll be other bloggers that'll go down to New Year's Eve, Fremont Street 2021. They'll have a blast. I'll do some other things. Stay tuned to the end of the video for that. But if you guys want to support the channel otherwise, you guys can always like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. You guys can also check us out on the Patreon account. It's patreon.com/Not Leaving Las Vegas. We also have the channel memberships. You get your name in the credits. We'll be updating those in January. You'll also see my January 1st spectacular, as I say. That's going to be my 2-year anniversary video, and I'll post that up early tomorrow, New Year's Eve, and then it'll be live on the channel on January 1st. Anyways, see that early. Anyways, also, VegasFaceMask.com. The only 2 masks you'll ever need. These ones here are made by my wife, Caroline. This is called what's Vegas Nostalgia. They go around the back of your head. They're really lightweight. They're great masks, and they're 2 for $25. You get buy one, get one free, essentially. That's what we're doing there. VegasFaceMask.com. Support the channel there. Boom. 3 minutes into this. Man, I sure blathered on. But here's the thing. Okay, so main body content of the video. Back in October, the Fremont Street Experience, which you have to understand, this is a business entity, okay? Fremont Street Experience is like a corporation or a business LLC, something like that. They take care of Fremont Street, they book live entertainment, they make sure that the events roll. They have a lot of different things they do on the Fremont Street Experience. They basically are the Fremont Street Experience. And they put in an application with the county for a public gathering. The public gathering was for 10,000 people to gather outside on Fremont Street. The county basically did what you think the county would do nowadays. In the year 2020, they laughed them out of the building and said, you're not doing that. But they were going to have live music and different events, just like Fremont Street usually does. Now, I heard as many as 300,000 people went through Fremont Street in 2019, but that's okay. They were only looking for 10,000, but they couldn't get that. Now the Review Journal reports that Fremont Street is, of course, as I said in my last video, Fremont Street is, of course, charging a $25 fee, trying to deter people by not having live entertainment, but they're still having the Viva Vision show on the big screen above you, and they're expecting about 14,000 people. How are they getting away with 14,000 people? Well, they're doing that by saying that this is a public street and we can't close a public street. We can't close a public right away. That would be wrong. But what people seem to not remember is that during the 78-day hard shutdown that we had imposed by the governor, they certainly did close down Fremont Street. You know, there was giant concrete barriers, traffic barriers, the kind that you couldn't drive a truck through if you wanted. And those were closing Fremont Street off for the entire duration of the shutdown. So yes, you definitely have shut down Fremont Street in the past, even though it's a public right of way. And that's why I did that video yesterday where I asked, is this a greedy cash grab, or is this just something that they have to do to make sure that everybody is getting safety measures? And I opened up that question to you. It was split 50-50, and in that video I also said that I would be going to Fremont Street, And then after I did that video, I purchased my tickets. And then I sat on it and I thought to myself, what am I even doing? See, as I mentioned at the start of this video, I need to be responsible, but I also need to be, successful with my channel. And you guys have made me resoundingly successful by sharing my videos and liking the videos and leaving comments. And I love all of you guys who do those things. And I remembered back to Halloween when I decided to go to the Strip and other bloggers went down to Fremont Street, and one blogger I saw had over 3,000 people on his stream, and I felt like that small little fear of missing out for a minute. So I decided I'm going to go to Fremont Street on New Year's Eve, no matter what, come heck or high water. At this point, though, I can't justify it. And I'm not telling you what you should justify either. I know people don't like it when I sit on the fence and I get wishy-washy, but for me and my family and the people that I'll be working with coming in the new year, where we have a person that's over 70 years, I think, old, starting at the office, an older person, when it comes to that stuff, I can't risk getting other people around me sick. I mean, I don't have a great immune system to start. I've been walking around with asthma and allergies my whole damn life. I get sick when shellfish even comes near me. I get a anaphylactic kind of reaction. So I'm not going to risk that. But if you are going to go down to the Fremont Street experience, just please adhere to some standards, like be safe for yourself. Please do that. Wear a mask. I'm going to be there on the 31st in the morning time because I'm delivering masks to the Four Queens for somebody. As soon as they check in, that's my duty because I promised them that I would that day. We do the vegasfacemask.com. When you order 4, we do hotel deliveries for you while you're here. But that's the extent of it for me. If you're going to be safe, try to socially distance. If you have access to a resort, stay in your resort because it'll be for part of the night, because it'll be 25% capacity. And whatever you do, if you feel like you're sick, just stay away from people entirely. And if you can't get a coronavirus test soon enough and get the negative, then just stay away. Don't get people ill. So what'll I be doing instead? Well, instead, sometime around 8 o'clock, I'll be firing up my stream and I'll be going to the Strip, just like I did on Halloween. Again, that fear of missing out and thinking if I'm being greedy and putting myself in harm's way, that's overridden by my common sense. I don't think there's going to be a lot of streamers on the main Strip that night, so I'll be there around 8 o'clock my time, which is 11 o'clock on the East Coast time. If you guys want to ring in the New Year with me, I'll be there at 9 o'clock East Coast time. You can do the New Year with me. That sounds fun. And then a little later, I'll come home and I will do something around 11:30ish, and I'll be in my studio, and I'll be near my family and my cats, who I love very much, and I'll know that I have mitigated and lowered my risk of getting people sick. I won't be out all night. I won't be trashed in the morning. I'm not a drinker anyways, for the most part, maybe once or twice a year kind of thing, but I don't like alcohol. And I'll wake up in the morning and the wife and I will do something on New Year's Day, and it'll be all is quiet on New Year's Day, just like U2 said in that song. Still haven't found what I'm looking for. I'm just kidding. It's actually Sunday, Bloody Sunday. But yeah, that's my plans. Hopefully you guys will join me. I hope you learned something in this video. I mean, businesses have a way of getting things done, and that can be a positive thing or that can be a negative thing, but I'm curious what you think. Do you think that if you were in my position, you would go to Fremont Street? Do you think that if you're in my position, you would stay home? Do you think I'm making the right choice? Because I know I got to do with what's in my gut. Somebody once said that intuition is just God's way of talking to you. And if you decide not to listen to God, it usually doesn't work out very good. What do you think about that? Now's the time of the video where I say thank you for watching, sharing, liking, subscribing, doing all those things. Stay tuned. If you're on the Patreon, you'll get that video tomorrow. It's my 2-year anniversary video. It'll make sense. And if you're not, you'll see that on January. It's notleavinglasvegas.com/Patreon. You guys can join up there. Anything you do is greatly appreciated, but just liking, sharing, subscribing is really great for us here. If you guys want to support us further, there's vegasfacemask.com. No S at the end. Oh my gosh, I used the lint roller and I still have the cat hair. vegasfacemask.com. The only 2 masks you'll ever need. Thanks, guys. I'm going to get close to the camera and say 3, 2, 1, click. If you're ready for this, 3, 2, 1, and click.